Saturday, July 18th, 2026, downtown Miami. Andrew and Tristan Tate are on their way to a bare-knuckle boxing gala. Andrew is billed as co-host. Outside the James L. Knight Center, US Marshals move in. Both brothers are arrested. The warrant was sealed. Behind it, an extradition request from the United Kingdom. The next day, British prosecutors announced new charges, among the most serious offences against women in British law. 42 now stand against Andrew, 17 against Tristan, 59 in total. Both brothers deny every allegation. Monday, July 20th, a federal courtroom in Miami. The brothers appear in tan prison uniforms, handcuffed. The judge sets no bail. They stay in federal custody pending extradition. How did the loudest empire on the internet end up here? This is how it collapsed. Andrew and Tristan Tate were born in the United States and raised in Luton, a working-class town north of London. Both made their names in kickboxing. But the ring was never the end game. It was the origin story. Their first fortune, by Andrew's own account, came from a webcam studio in Romania. He claimed 75 women worked for him, and that the business cleared roughly $600,000 a month at its peak. None of it independently verified. Then came the product that scaled. Hustlers University, an online academy for $49.99 a month. Over 100,000 members by 2022. Rebranded as The Real World, it later claimed $113,000, roughly $5.65 million a month. The elite tier, War Room, about $8,000. The growth engine was the members themselves. 48% commission per recruit. An encouragement, The Observer reported, to repost his most controversial clips. Videos tagged with his name passed 11 billion views on TikTok. In August 2022, Meta, TikTok and YouTube banned him. The exile lasted 3 months. In November 2022, after Elon Musk bought Twitter, Tate's account came back. Today, more than 10 million followers on X, the only major platform still open to him. The machine never went offline. December 29, 2022, Romanian prosecutors from Diacot raid a compound outside Bucharest. Andrew and Tristan Tate are taken into custody. The charges: an organised criminal group, exploitation of women, and against Andrew, the gravest offence of all. Both brothers deny everything. The first fall has begun. What follows is a slow squeeze. Roughly 3 months in pre-trial detention, then house arrest. On June 20, 2023, Diacot files its formal indictment. By August 4, the brothers are out, under judicial control, banned from leaving Bucharest and Ilfov. The state moves on the money. The fleet of luxury cars is seized, locked away against future proceedings, along with other prized possessions. When Tate later asks for the cars back, Fox News reports a Bucharest court refuses. The assets stay frozen. March 12, 2024. A new front opens. British warrants arrive, allegations dating back years before Romania. The Bucharest Court of Appeal agrees to extradite the brothers to the United Kingdom, but only after the Romanian cases conclude. The queue is forming. Then the case itself breaks. December 19, 2024. The Court of Appeal finds the indictment flawed and sends it back to prosecutors. The charges stand, but the main case has never returned to court. Instead, in 2026, Diacot keeps opening new files. To understand the collapse, rewind to England. Between 2014 and 2015, women walked into Hertfordshire police stations and reported the gravest offences a woman can suffer. Detectives investigated for 4 years. Then, in 2019, prosecutors declined to charge. The file went quiet. The women did not disappear. 4 of them sued Andrew Tate in London's High Court over what they say happened between 2013 and 2015. Their case is set to become the first in England to test coercive control as a civil wrong. Then the criminal case came back. In January 2024, prosecutors quietly approved charges and a British court issued arrest warrants. The public learned only in May 2025. 21 charges, 10 against Andrew, 11 against Tristan. Both brothers deny everything. Behind the silence, a joint major crime unit, Bedfordshire, Cambridgeshire, Hertfordshire, kept building a larger case. The police also examined themselves. Euronews reported that the IOPC watchdog is investigating former officers over the handling of the original inquiry. Assistant Chief Constable Karina Thomas of Bedfordshire Police put it plainly: there is no place for male violence against women and girls. The quiet case in Britain was no longer quiet, and Britain was not the only country waiting. February 27, 2025. Romania lifts the brothers' travel ban. They board a private jet bound for Florida. The Financial Times reported pressure from Trump's circle. Envoy Richard Grenell in Munich. Both sides deny it. The Romanian case stays open. 12 hours in the air. The jet touches down in Fort Lauderdale. Victims' advocates react with outrage. Florida's governor does not celebrate. Ron DeSantis says his office had nothing to do with it and that they are not welcome. But America was no sanctuary. March 4, 2025, Florida's Attorney General opens a criminal investigation. Search warrants, subpoenas. Andrew Tate taunts him online, "I dare you to arrest me." To this day, that investigation has produced no charges. The civil courts move faster. Former girlfriend Brianna Stern sued Andrew Tate in Los Angeles, alleging assault and battery. He denied the claims. September 4, 2025, he agreed to a 3-year restraining order. 100 yards, no firearms, no admissions, while the lawsuit itself moved on. And then, life simply went on. For more than a year. Appearances, fight galas, meetings in Washington. The brothers looked untouchable again. What nobody could see. Across the Atlantic, British prosecutors were quietly building a second case. The clock was ticking. July 19, 2026. Britain's Crown Prosecution Service makes an announcement. 38 new charges against Andrew and Tristan Tate, involving 4 more women. The alleged offences span July 2010 to August 2017. It is the second wave, and it is bigger. The breakdown is stark. Prosecutors charge Andrew with 32 counts, 7 in the most serious category, 3 of exploitation, 3 of assault, and 19 relating to unlawful images. Tristan faces 6, none of them relating to images. Add the earlier charges, and the arithmetic turns brutal. Andrew Tate now faces 42 charges in the United Kingdom. Tristan faces 17, 59 in total. 7 alleged victims, all of it alleged, none of it proven. The case is still to be tried. The trap had already sprung. One day earlier, Saturday, July 18th, outside the James L. Knight Center in Miami, the brothers were heading to a bare-knuckle boxing gala. US Marshals were waiting with a sealed warrant. They never made it inside. Within hours, the arrest itself became content. A single post mocking the brothers' outfits pulled almost 2 million views in 3 days. Internet sleuths claimed the shiny blouse came from the women's wear aisle at Asda, £29, and British outlets gleefully reported it. The machine kept spinning, just not for them. The defence calls it persecution. Attorney Joseph McBride labels the charges filth and slander. A political hit, he says, approved by a low-level functionary. The Justice Department denies that. The US Marshals say the arrests followed extradition treaties precisely. Days before the arrest, Newsweek reported, the brothers were being welcomed in Washington. Paolo Zampolli, President Trump's special envoy, hosted them at his home. Congressman Wesley Hunt met them in his office. Their lawyer boasted their election influence was unmatched. They looked untouchable. Extradition follows a strict path. First, a federal judge must certify that the treaty's conditions are met. Then one man holds the final word. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, with sole discretion. And bail in extradition cases is rarely granted. Then came the signal. According to Axios, the administration intends to honour the extradition treaty with the UK. And Rubio is not inclined to help the brothers. A State Department official said the secretary hasn't even spoken to their lawyers. Defense attorney Joseph McBride has publicly called on the Trump administration to intervene. So far, the phone stays silent. The brothers deny every charge and vow to fight extradition. The next hearing comes July 27th. This time, no friends are picking up. So what remains? One platform. On X, Andrew Tate still commands over 10 million followers. But Meta, TikTok and YouTube banned him in 2022 and never reversed it. The real world keeps selling. Its frontman is in a federal cell. Then there is the money. A British court found roughly £21 million of revenue, on which not a penny of tax was paid, and ordered over 2.6 million seized. Romania had already taken cars, watches and cash worth about $4 million. Andrew Tate called himself the world's first trillionaire. No evidence ever supported that claim. Romanian authorities put his wealth near $12 million in 2023. Celebrity net worth estimates about 20 million. Real money, but a very long way from a trillion. What happens next unfolds in 3 cities. In Miami, an extradition fight that could take months. In London, 59 criminal charges and a civil lawsuit are waiting. In Bucharest, a stalled case that never closed. The brothers deny every allegation. Whatever the courts eventually decide, one thing is already true. The algorithm promised the Tate brothers immortality, but the law keeps records of its own.